Hello, everyone, and welcome to Yoga Therapy made possible by UCLA Hale's Integrative Medicine Collaborative. My name is Julie, and today we're going to practice classic stress management techniques. Remember that anytime we practice yoga, we are practicing stress reduction, but these sessions here are specifically tailored toward relaxation. It probably looks and feels different from what you might think of stereotypically as yoga, what you might see at a gym or at the Y. So we are going to practice today, beginning in a seated posture, either seated on the chair or seated on the floor. So know that anytime we bring the head closer to the earth, we tend to feel less stressed. Stress tends to manifest in the neck and the shoulders, other places too, but quite often here in the neck and the shoulders. So anytime the head is closer to the earth, we tend to feel less stressed because the neck and the shoulders don't have to work so hard to keep the head from falling. So when you're feeling stressed, if you are standing, think about coming to a seat, either on a chair or on the floor. And let's pay attention here to the contact points, the points of meeting between the body and the object. The feet or the sides of the legs, if you're seated on the mat, notice the point in between the two. Not the floor, not the object, but the meeting point. Not your body and not the pressure, but somewhere in between it. And now bring awareness to the hips. We're using the body here who only knows how to be in the moment to help us let everything that happened this morning melt away as you come into this moment with complete acceptance for whatever it is you are feeling, without judgment, without pushing feelings away or pulling them toward, simply sitting and being. Stopping before we begin the practice. And now, the teachings of yoga specific for stress reduction. Bring awareness to the breath, the inhale and the exhale. This is the most important thing we can do to override the sympathetic nervous system overload, is to alter the breath. And oftentimes, just by bringing awareness to the breath, we tend to return to the pace of nature. Slowly begin inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils, with the breath initiating in the abdomen. Choose a rhythm and a pace specific for the moment. Remembering that this abdominal breathing is how we breathe when we sleep, when we restore, when we heal. Equal parts inhale and exhale. With your next inhale, jut the chin out like a turtle popping its head out of a shell. And with your exhale, reverse it. Shoulders come toward the torso, chin toward the chest. Continue on your own. With the inhale, extending and lengthening. With the exhale, flexing and folding. connecting mind to body. The eye of the neck. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. And notice this gentle rocking, this ebb and flow. And the next time the chin comes forward, hold the pose. Breathing in and out, leading with the heart. Soft gaze if the eyes are opened. You can also practice with the eyes closed. So this is extension of the spine. This is an intentional effort. And now we'll cultivate the opposite. Take a deep inhale here. And with your exhale, reverse it. Chin comes to chest, shoulders come inward, arching in the back. So the back is coming away from center. Remembering that anytime we fold the body, we are practicing relaxation. Make sure you are breathing. Slowly come up one vertebra at a time, sitting on the floor or on the chair as tall as you can. With your inhale, reach the arms up. Grab onto the right wrist with the left hand and exhale, crescent toward the left. And breathe, releasing the neck by looking down at the earth, getting a sense of groundedness. On your next exhale, looking straight ahead, lengthening on the right side, squeezing on the left, bend in the elbows. You can stay here or maybe look up at the sky, knowing it is there always. Regardless if you're at the North Pole or the South Pole or somewhere in between, the sky is always above, even though you can't see it. With your inhale, reach up, and exhale, we're going to swan dive down and come into a fold. So once again, you can be on the chair or you can be on the floor. Releasing as you come into the seated child's pose. Let the shoulders come inward, turning focus inward. Slowly tuck the chin to the chest as you roll up one vertebra at a time and return to the seated posture. With your inhale, sweep and reach the arms up. With the right hand, grab onto the left wrist. And here's the crescent pose to the right. Squeezing on that right torso, lengthening on the left. Look down at the earth as you inhale. Exhale, look straight ahead. Just the right amount of tension. You can stay here or maybe looking up. Wherever you are, 3 deep, long inhales and exhales. We are returning to our true nature. With your next inhale, come all the way up, release the hand, and exhale, come into the fold. And breathe. Tuck the chin to the chest as you slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Extended exhales is another practice for reducing stress. Let's practice 3 of them here. Inhale and sigh it out. 2 more on your own. rest on the thighs and bring a circular motion to the torso. So we've extended the spine by lifting up. We've added flexion with the folding. We added that side bend or lateral flexion with the crescent pose. And now we are adding rotation. So at this point, we've practiced everything that the spine knows how to do. Notice you've chosen a direction as you head in the opposite direction. One more in this direction. As you return to neutral, we're going to release the right hip now. So if you're in the chair, you have options. You can let that right heel flop. The outer edge of the right foot flops to the right side. And just apply gentle pressure on the inside of this right thigh with the right hand. You can also bring that right foot flexed to the left thigh, sitting up as tall as you can. And if you're on the mat, same thing. We want to extend the legs long. And you're bringing that right foot either to the calf muscle or the inner thigh, or maybe bringing that right foot flexed to the left thigh. So this is external rotation for that right hip. Sit up as tall as you can. Release the tongue. Moisten the tongue. Here's another stress management technique. Make a circle with the moistened tongue around the mouth. And pull the tongue back in. Take a deep inhale here. And on your exhale, release the right foot down or the right leg long. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Either flop the knee out left side so that side of the left foot comes to the floor. And if you're on the mat, that foot can come to the shin, to the inner thigh, or maybe to the top of the right thigh. Let's make sure that left foot is flexed. And again, you can apply the light pressure here. Once again, make sure you're breathing. Remember, it's the most important part of the practice. Your breath, your mood, and your pulse rate are like 3 points of a triangle, and you can't change one without changing the other two. We do not have immediate access to lower the blood pressure or the pulse rate or change the mood, but we always have immediate access to the breath. Let's remember, inhale, and on your exhale, release. And we'll fold now. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, here's the fold. Hands can rest on the thigh, below the knee, at the ankle, toward the feet. And now let's bring that chin toward the chest. So you have this beautiful arch in the low back, upper back, mid back. Every exhale, releasing muscle tension. Tap the chin to the chest as you slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. We are at the halfway point of the practice. So now you can decide if you want to continue practicing on the chair or if you'd like to come to standing. Remember that both options are correct. And here we salute the sun with your inhale, sweep and reach. Exhale, lead with the heart as you fold. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, fold. Sweep and reach and lengthen. Press the palms together. Exhale, hands at the heart. Thumbs at the sternum. Here's another technique. We create a gap, a break, a pause. The same way you have created a gap and a break and a pause in your day, by coming to session or by watching this video. Now we are consciously practicing that in this moment, taking control back, stepping off of the hamster wheel. Remember, yogic principles teach that our true nature is to be calm and peaceful and balanced. Let's stir it up again. Inhale, sweep and reach. Follow the breath, fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, fold. Sweep and reach, inhale, and exhale, close the pose, hands at the heart. Inhale, and sigh it out. Again, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, fold. Sweep and reach and lengthen. Here's effort. Exhale, return to center, return to the sense of ease, sense of balance. The body always working to balance, homeostasis, all the organs working, temperature regulation, digestive system. Let's salute the sun again. Inhaling. Follow the breath, hold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, fold. Sweep and reach, lengthen, and exhale, close the pose, hands at the heart. Breathing. Feel the shift, the change that you have made in pulse rate, in temperature, in awareness, in presence. Let's bring the hands down to the thighs, and with the heel and toe motion, we'll come into a wide stance. If you're seated, stay where you are. Make sure the toes are facing forward. And if you're standing, we're going to bend in the knee and take the glutes back behind you as if you're going to sit in a chair. So you'll feel an activation here of the quadricep muscles. Those are the big muscles, set of 4 muscles on the front of the thigh. Take a deep inhale here. And on your exhale, bring the right shoulder toward the left knee. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, opposite side. Left shoulder toward right knee. Inhale, center. And exhale, side. Inhale, center. And exhale, side. Continue on your own. Twisting. Nice sense of rotation here. Try to make this one posture instead of 2 or 3. So here is that sense of flow, that sense of non-attachment, which is what we do when we become stressed. We clench, we tense, we tighten, and now we are flowing. One more time on each side. Coming back to the center. If you're standing, straighten the legs. Inhale, circle, sweep, reach. Here's a wide-legged fold. Hands can rest on the thighs, below the knees, at the floor. Let's nod the head, yes, releasing the head in this safe environment. If the hands are on the floor, we're going to come up and we're just going to let the upper body hang here. So the arms are hanging down. There might be a little bit of movement. Let the tongue drop. Upper body hanging like a rag doll. Releasing, grasping, tensing, tightening, controlling. If you're standing, bend in the knee. Inhale, circle, sweep, reach up. And exhale, close the pose, hands at the heart. Moving in a heel and toe motion as you return to either the seated or standing mountain pose. Make sure you are still consciously breathing. We'll come into a seat. Let's practice this on the chair today. We're going to balance in an effort of balancing left and right hemispheres of the brain. So we're going to start by just moving to the front of the chair and then leaning back. So it's just, maybe 15-degree angles leaning back. Lift the right foot off of the floor. Look straight ahead. And here we do want to press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. That's going to help us balance. One last option here is to bring the left toe to the floor. Balancing on the tailbone and on the foot. Contact points, nothing else. Connected to objects. Feel the air supporting you, swirling all around. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release. Let's bring the top of the feet to the floor. And then we're just going to move, separate the knees. So we're rolling out the toe here using pressure and weight. Both feet come down to the mat. We'll go to the opposite side. Leaning back, lifting, keep a bend in the left leg. Yeah, let's keep the hands on the thighs here for support. Again, you're looking straight ahead. Tongue presses to roof of mouth and you are breathing. One last option here is to bring that right toe down to the earth, balancing on the tailbone and on the right toes or the right foot. So we are intentionally throwing ourselves into more effort here, maybe feeling some imbalance and gaining it back. The earth isn't going anywhere. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, release and come back to ease. And let's tap out the quadricep muscles. Let's try one more time, leaning back, coming onto both toes. Again, straight ahead, tongue to roof of mouth. You can stay here, which is good. Or maybe lifting both feet off of the ground. Maybe even extending the legs long. Hands come to the back of the thigh. Wherever you are balancing. Try to stay out of judgment. So here is effort. Not moving left or right or forward or back, but staying as present as you can in the balance for 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release, and let's tap them out again. And return to the center. Inhale, nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. 2 more times on your own. Letting go. Find a more comfortable way to come into the seat. Pushing back. Releasing tongue, release conscious breathing. Do a quick scan of the body and notice if you are clenching or tightening. Remember, stress is a reflex. It happens automatically. Your body will tell you. Notice if the toes are curled. Let's lift the toes up and release them. Notice the soles of the feet, the top of the feet, the ankle, which we extended with that stretch. Coming up to the calf muscle in the lower leg and the knee. All the way up to the big muscles of the upper thigh and the pelvic floor. Sometimes we squeeze and tighten here. We're not even aware. We're reminding ourselves of the control that we have right now, musculoskeletal system. Check in with the low back and the abdominal region and the rib. The organs, vital organs here, the lung and the magnificent heart, the engine, center of it all, the upper back, the chest muscles, the shoulders and the arms, uncurling the fingers, but notice there's a natural little curl of the fingers coming toward the palms when we are resting. We're not extending straight out. Check in with up the length of the arm to the back of the neck, side of the neck, front of the neck, pit of the throat. Release the tongue, the eyes, the cheek, the forehead, the top of the head, the back of the head with the power of your mind. No words necessary. We'll practice 3 squeeze and release techniques before we move into relaxation without holding the breath. With the inhale, we squeeze the muscles toward the center. And with the exhale, we release them and we take a breath in between. Here we go. Inhale, squeeze. Toes, nose, heart, fingers. Exhale, release. Inhale and exhale. Second time, inhale, squeeze it tight, everything toward the center. And exhale, let it go. Inhale and exhale. Last one on your own. And release. Release conscious breathing. Release all effort. Release the tendency we all have of wanting a situation to be different than it is. So it is all here. There is nothing else needed in this moment. You have the air and the earth, the support of your home or office, the wonderful, relatively new support of our internet that enables us to connect. Food and drink at the ready in your home or office. All that you need is all that you are. We'll sit in stillness and quiet today for about 1.5 minutes, keeping your focus turned inward as best as you can. When the mind wanders, simply bring it back to the pressure points, the contact points of the body with the earth, with the object. When we feel stressed, we feel out of control or endangered, our property, our loved ones, our selves. So let's cultivate the opposite of that right now. Again, without the breath or the movement, with your mind and your heart, call to mind that safety and that sanctuary that is your home or office. Wherever you find yourself right now, you are safe, you are well, you are breathing, you are present. So easy to miss out on all that is working and balanced. And notice how you feel in your body when you're focused on these positive aspects of self, again, of life, so often overlooked. So this is that sense of reconnection that feels so good, that feels indeed like home. Slowly bring awareness to the tip of the nose, using the breath to move from internal to external in preparation for the rest of the day and its many tasks, or not too many tasks at hand. Take with you this reconnective feeling that you have personally manifested today with the assistance of the teachings of yoga. Bring the hands by the side of the body slowly. And with your inhale, sweep and reach. Above the head, press the palms together. Exhaling, hands at the heart. May you be safe, healthy, and happy. And may you live lives of ease. Namaste.